We've got about we've only got about 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go until this fantastic event starts off. Um, you know, I can't tell you how much I'm excited to be a part of this event today. You have two great role models in Marinda Carfrey and Meredith Kessler, and they're going to be doing this great event. You're going to be hearing all about them today, about their childhood, about what they love about being a professional. They're getting their pools ready. The Master Spa's 2-mile swim is going to be coming up. Let me tell you, the 2-mile swim is because Mac and Izzy, well, they're 2 years old. So it's a great day to be here. It's a great day to be a part of this event. Thank you so much for coming in and watching. You can come in throughout the day and watch us, find out what discount codes we have, find out what giveaways. As long as you're registered, you can win the giveaway. We'll be sending you emails to let you know whether you're winning. Oh my gosh, it looks like Rinny's taken off already. Meredith is falling behind. It's actually a 1 minute till start, but I think Meredith's going a little. I don't know if this is the kind of race that Mike Riley would announce because they're going too fast. All right, we're going to actually start this race off here in about less than a minute. Meredith is getting a head start. I think she's trying it out a little bit. And in about a minute, we're going to start this race. The Master Spas, we're going to actually have an interview with Michael Wright coming up here. He is going to be the president of Wright Sales for Master Spas. He's going to tell you all about how you can buy your own Master Spa and also how easy it is to install this Master Spa. While we're in this kind of things, he's ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the race is beginning. The race is on. All right, here we go. The race has started, and what we're going to do next is we're actually going to cut to a commercial for Master Spas.
The water in the pool is always going to be a part of who I am, but for me, it's different now than when I was training. I like getting in because it's peaceful for me to swim. I enjoy just being in the water, being by myself, kind of giving myself that time to clear my head. It's the only quiet time I really get nowadays, so.
From a mom standpoint, I like the Master Spa because it's confined. Of course, Boomer's not going to know how to do freestyle or how to do butterfly, but at least he's tempting and Michael's kind of able to see what's going on.
It's not intimidating, it's fun. And then I think if you add, for mom and dad, you add the relaxing part of it. The spa, the hot tub. It's Master Spas, right? It's always nice to be able to take a deep breath and just
Even
relax.
if it's 5 minutes, it still helps.
Any kind of peace and quiet and relaxation always keeps us in a good spirit and a happy mood.
Discover the better alternative to a backyard pool. Easy to install and ready to use all year long in any climate. Win your day in a Michael Phelps Signature Swim Spa by Master Spas. To learn more, get a quote, or find a local retailer, visit masterspas.com.
All right, the girls have already started swimming. And you know what? It's the 2-mile Master Spas swim. And I have a gentleman that everybody's going to want to talk to because they're going to want to get one of these in their backyards. Michael Wright, it is so good to have you on the show.
Great to be here. Thank you for having me.
You know, Master Spas is doing such a great thing for not only this event, but for triathletes and giving them an avenue to be able to train, especially in this environment that we're in right now. You have an opportunity to have something in your house or in your yard that you're able to use. What made you want to be part of this event, the Real Mothers of Triathlon?
Well, we were contacted. Actually, Rennie sent over an email a while back, and obviously her and Meredith doing this event, they're close friends, and we connected with Meredith, and she now has a swim spa in her backyard. using it to train in. And so she reached out and made us aware of this event a few weeks back. And I'm not sure I really understood the scope and how big this thing is turning out to be. But we were thrilled to be invited. And there's really, from our perspective, there's two things. Obviously, it's benefiting a great cause in the Challenged Athletes Foundation. And so we're excited to help raise some money for that. And additionally, just with everything else going on in the world right now, it's great to have something fun and interactive like this going on without the real race world, everything kind of on pause. So this is a really fun event. Hopefully, keep people motivated, keep people training.
And I want to go off right from the bat and say you guys are doing some amazing deals for individuals to be able to get these in their own homes. They can go to masterspas.com/moms. Tell us more about those deals.
Okay, so that is going to be live for a month starting today, the day of the event. And on there's a offer for $1,000 off on any swim spa or $500 off on any hot tub. So if anybody's interested, check out masterspas.com/moms, and we'll take it from there.
Now, this is an amazing thing, not only just for training, but for recovery. What are the little aspects? Because you guys always talk about train, recover, and relax. So give me a little more insight as to how this Master Spas does this.
Okay, so from a training aspect, this allows you to do a continuous swim. So unlike a pool, 25-meter or 50-meter pool where you're turning around, this allows you to swim on a continuous basis, kind of like what a treadmill is to runners. This is the swim spa is to swimmers. So you can go as hard as you want. It's a variable speed type system, so you can really customize it to your own ability. So from a training aspect, it's absolutely fantastic. Also, it has an exercise kit with rowers in there, and you could do some resistance bands and some other things. But it's also great for aqua running. If you're recovering from an injury or something like that, we have a material, it's called Soft Tread, which is kind of a cushiony grip material that goes on the floor of the unit. So you could put on the swim jets on a low speed and do some running in place against them. And so it's great from that standpoint. As far as recovery, there are seats in there. There's jetted seats, so it provides a great variety of different types of massages. I even saw Ben Hoffman. I'm going to steal this idea from him a little bit. So he actually uses the swim jets to get a really extra deep tissue massage on the quads or low back or that kind of thing. So, and just being in water in general, it's a great recovery tool. It takes the weight off the joints and all that kind of stuff. And then from a relaxation standpoint, what's better than sitting in warm water with the family and just relaxing in the backyard? So it provides that backyard entertainment.
Especially being from Wisconsin, I can really appreciate the warmth of the water. That's the key.
Absolutely. Are the lakes thawed out up there yet? So
yeah, just barely. Yeah. Not good enough to swim in yet, though. But the big thing that it's not just for the athletes, and that's the great part of it. It's not just for the athletes, and we've seen that with these ladies is that your kids can be in it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. A big part of our customer base is just families in general. People that will, they'll use it to swim and work out, but really it's for the full backyard entertainment. We have a lot of customers that aren't able to do a traditional swimming pool, whether due to logistics or cost or other factors. With a swim spa, this is year-round. It's meant to be outdoors year-round, whether you're in Canada or you're in Florida or wherever you are. They're insulated and meant to be used year-round outdoors. So from that perspective, it gives you the opportunity to get out there and enjoy it on an annual basis. So it's,
And what about installation? Because I think a lot of people will go, oh my gosh, this is going to cause some crazy turmoil around my house. I've already got kids. What about the installation process?
Yeah, so installation is actually quite easy. You could be up and swimming in a day. So really, we tell our customers all they have to do is have a hard, flat surface to put it on, whether it's a concrete pad, patio paver, something along those lines. They have to have an electrician just hardwire it. It's just a 50 amp, 240 volt hookup and a garden hose to fill it. So really, there's almost no hands-on work by the customer themselves. So we'll get the unit in place, and sometimes a crane is needed, but it's actually quite simple.
I love it. I love it. Now, I want to transition back to the real mothers of triathlon. What does it mean to Master Spas to have, these two role models as saying, this is what we're going to use to swim, we're going to train, and we're going to have our family in?
Yeah, we're really fortunate to be involved with both Rennie and Meredith on this project, and even Ben Hoffman's one of our athletes that we sponsor as well. And it's an amazing opportunity. They both, Rennie and Meredith, show what it's like to balance life, to be a mom and to also be an incredible competitive athlete and have that balance in life. So to have both of them on board, we're truly blessed to be part of this. All of these athletes, they're world-class athletes, but they're world-class human beings more than anything else. So we're really, really fortunate to be part of this. And I want to thank Meredith and Rennie and everybody, and yourself, everybody involved with us.
And, you talk about world-class human beings, and I have to say that Master Spas, what you guys are doing for the Challenged Athletes Foundation, you're going to match up to $5,000 in donations for this event. That is a huge asset, and we will see a bunch of different stories throughout this show of who that will benefit, how that will benefit them. Just give me an idea. You're being part of something bigger than yourselves, and that's a huge aspect. Tell me more about what Master Spas does, because it's not just this charity that you help. You help a lot of different charities.
Yeah, giving back is a big part of our DNA for sure. And with the Challenged Athletes Foundation, I follow Bob Babbitt quite a bit online, and obviously he's very involved and has created a tremendous platform to get the word out and the awareness on the Challenged Athletes Foundation. But we're involved with a number of other things. One thing is we have a program called The Crossings, where we work with youth that maybe had some disadvantages in life, and providing a way for them to get back on their feet. And so we have a school actually built within our factory to work with some youth to try and get them back on the right track, and show them show them business and just normal day-to-day life, and try and get them back on their feet. We're also involved with the NAS project. The NAS project is a school in Jamaica that we got involved, and all of our dealers jumped on board and have donated towards this cause. And we built a school for underprivileged kids in Jamaica. The school system there is lacking, to say the least, and so we've been involved with that. We're also involved with the Vera Bradley Breast Cancer Awareness Foundation as well. So they're right out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. That's where we're based, and so we've had a connection with them as well, and the Lupus Foundation. So there's a number of charities we've been involved with over the years.
So if you're thinking about getting a Master Spas, now is the time, because not only are you giving to a great cause because they give back to the communities, but you're also going to get a great deal. masterspas.com/moms. You need to go there now. What would be the last parting thought that you want to give to these two that are in the Master Spas right now and going that 2 miles? What do you want to say to them?
Well, I'd say that the water conditions are perfect for the Master Spa swim course out there today. But, so whether they want to go all out and attack it, or whether they want to do just a nice training pace and have a nice leisurely swim, it's totally up to them. But all fun aside, the most important thing, go out there, smile, have fun. And I know these two will do that. So we're looking forward to watching.
Well, Michael, thank you so much for everything you're doing for this event, and also for triathletes to be able to get out there and swim still while in this kind of environment. Thanks for being on today.
You got it. Thank you, Rob.
All right, we're going back to the ladies in the pool. All right, we're back, and I actually, triathletes can overcome many things, and I've got Mike Riley here on the video and on the phone. Mike, how are you doing?
I am fantastic, Rob. How are you guys doing?
Oh, we're surviving. I'm ducking behind the desk because you never know what's going to come through the day. Well, it's a great day for these ladies to be out here, especially Mother's Day weekend. You know, tell us more about what it means to be at the start line of an Ironman.
First off, happy Mother's Day to all our Iron Moms out there. You're the strength of the families, and we couldn't do anything without you. You know, what is a start line like? It's probably one of the most special places on earth, because you've got 2,000, 3,000 athletes that have worked so hard, and they've been on such a long journey, and they want their dreams to come true. And that dream could be, you know, getting out of the water at a certain time, off the bike, but especially coming to that finish line. And so, you know, everybody is nervous. You know, they're, they have apprehension of whether or not they're even going to finish. There could be 700, 800 first timers that never done it before. So all that pent up energy and nerves actually works in their favor. And all of us that work the races, we feel that same nervousness. So when that cannon goes off, it's like the biggest collective sigh you ever did in your life. I wish I could put it into better words what that start line's like, but that's the best I can do right now.
I have to tell you, Mike, I was more nervous to start this show than I have any other race. I don't know how you do it. I mean, you're up for, you know, multiple hours because you prep in advance. And I think it's so important that people understand how much love you put into the events announcing, because it's not just the end where you say you are an Ironman. It is the whole day that you put in for those people.
And, you know, I think people always say, like, how do you do that and that long? Well, when you're with a family that you love, it's easy. And Ironman is such a strong knit community, and the athletes have this togetherness like I think no other sport there is. Even though it's individualistic. Geez, I can't even speak.
It's early out there.
but even though I do better live on race day.
Yeah.
So even though that all individuals out there with their own dreams, you have this family connection that is so strong. It makes it easy to be positive, makes it easy to be happy, because you want to see your family members succeed. You want them to be happy. You want them to attain their goals. And you want them, as bad as they do, to get to the finish line. So a 17-hour, 19-hour day, to me, is like a piece of cake, because you're with your family.
I love it. And you know, the power, and we're going to hear more today, especially from the ladies and from other real moms in triathlon. We're going to hear the power that the why has, because I think that's, you know, a lot of these pro athletes talked about how when they became a mother, it changed. Like Rinny will say later, she'll say racing became secondary because the family was there. You know, the why is very important, isn't it, Mike?
It is. The why is everything. And it's okay that it changes. We go through different progressions of our life when we're in our 20s, 30s, 40s. When you have children, when you get married, when you have a partner, whatever it may be. But you can never forget, you've always got to have that why in the front of your mind. No matter how it changes, when Rinny had Izzy, when Meredith had Mac, things changed in their life for the better. But the why of wanting to compete and race and at such a high level, they never lost that. They may have lost a little bit about, well, I should train a little more, but I'd rather spend it with my kid, and that's a good decision. So there's a lot of Iron Moms out there that juggle the schedules, and I talked to one last week that has 5 kids, and she won her age division at Ironman New Zealand. I'm going, how do you do that? because they have that why that may have changed through the years, but they've always kept it there.
I love it. I love it. And it's, triathlon, I think, is growing as a sport because of the people that are in it and the power that it really brings to people. And you are definitely a part of that, coming in from saying, well, hey, there's a lot of people that would love to have you say on their voicemail, you are an Ironman every time that they pick it up.
Yeah, I know. I've left a few voicemails in my day. And even when I make personal calls to people, if I hear about a story or somebody told me about it, I'll say, well, give me their phone number. And I'll call them up on the phone. And first of all, a lot of the guys think they're getting punked or something. This can't be Mike Riley. And or I'll call it, even guys, and no matter what, and the gals, they'll start crying. I go, what are you crying for? Oh my God, this is crazy. And my voice is just my voice. I don't know what it sounds like. And people go, keep talking to me. I got to hear it.
Andy on this on our Facebook feed said something good. He said, I find that purpose always outlasts motivation. That's so true. Don't you believe that?
Yeah, I believe that 100%.
Yeah, there's a lot of love coming out to you, Mike, on Facebook right now. It's not surprising at all. And we have a special race finish from Mike Riley. So we will see you later in this show, and definitely please call in again if whenever you have a chance. But thanks so much for waking up with us this morning, Mike. And definitely, like triathletes always say, we're going to get it done.
Well, I don't know why you're thanking me for waking up. I'm the guy that gets up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. So I got up about 5:45 this morning. I thought I slept in, for goodness sake. It's a weekend, it's a race weekend.
Oh, I love it. Well, Mike, thanks so much for calling in. I appreciate it. We'll talk to you again later. And right now we're going to head to a Roca ad.
Rob.
Thanks, Mike. Hey guys, how we doing? We're back. It was great to actually hear from Mike Riley. Sorry, I was talking over the Roca ad. It's a great ad to be on there. Roca is one of the better wetsuits around. We're going to actually cut live here in a second to Rennie. Let's see what. Oh, they're swimming pretty good right now. Let's see if they're going to cut. Oh, there we are. Hey, Rennie. Rennie's. Oh, we're going to interrupt you just like Tio did during the bike when you're doing the VR. We don't want Rennie to be falling through. How we doing, Rennie?
Yeah, we're doing great. I heard you say before that this master spa might be 70 degrees. Not at our house. We have it at a balmy 85, which is actually perfect. It's similar to Kona
like
water, and more importantly, for after the session, good for playtime with Izzy.
I love it. Well, you guys are doing good. It's a beautiful day out there.
Cracking the whip.
Julie's just hiding in the background. I love it. How is the swim today?
Yeah, it's actually beautiful. Normally I swim actually higher temperature than this, so I'm normally dying. It's actually really nice to swim a little lower temperature. And it's a beautiful day in Colorado, so yeah, I'm enjoying it.
I love it. Well, I'll let you get back to swimming, and we're gonna find some about some swim tips from you two in a few seconds.
I'm gonna use the toys now.
Yeah, they've been
All
showing your
right.
stuff.
Okay. Thanks.
Have a good swim.
Yeah.
All right, let's find out some tips from the ladies on swimming.
Top 3 tips for a great swim. Number 1, do the training. I think that is first and foremost the most important part of having a fast swim or a good swim in a race. Tip number 2, new goggles. If you can, get some new goggles. If you can't, try anti-fog. It's really important to be able to see where you're going in the race course so you don't swim extra. Tip number 3, pre-swim the course if possible. You want to be able to sight. So instead of sighting off the buoys, you try and look off in the distance and find a mountain or something prominent in the distance that can keep you on course if there's waves, if there's chop. Sometimes it's really hard to sight the buoys. So getting out there in the ocean or the river or the lake and just pre-sighting, like having picking out something on the horizon that you can aim for, which with each direction that you swim.
Swim tip number 1, use a new pair of goggles. For me, it's always best to get, and I learned this from Julie Divins, just get a new pair of goggles, but the same kind you've used in training, and on race morning you open it up, they're all clean and fresh, and you make sure, right Dibs, if Dibs you're watching, you know this, you make sure that your hands that are wet or the water that you're about to get into do not touch those goggles until you get in the water, because you don't want to have to remove them again. They'll be fresh and clean and crisp, and they'll have no fingerprints and no fogging. It's guaranteed. So I know I like to use my Roka ones for that. A fresh pair, new pair, clean pair, every race. Swim tip number 2, start away from people. So on race morning, we have the whole lake or the whole ocean or the whole body of water that we're swimming in. So I know personally I like to start away from people, knowing that everyone's got to get around the same buoys and the same course. So just starting in your own little pocket of water helps lessen any anxiety you may feel, any risk of getting slapped in the face or anything like that. And if you swim an extra few yards, that's okay too. Swim tip number 3, have 100 calories 15 minutes before the cannon goes off. I know that what works for me is having a Coda gel right before. As I'm putting on my wetsuit, I have my husband hand me a gel so that I remember to have that quick 100 calories right before the cannon goes off. It's just fresh in my mouth, it gives a little energy into my bloodstream, and then I'm ready to go.
All right, we're about halfway through the swim here, and we've got a special guest that is a master spa athlete as well. You know, he's got a great resume. He was 4th place in the World Championships in 2016, 2019, 2nd place in 2014, and he's just a 7-time Ironman champion and a half Ironman champion. I'd like to welcome Ben Hoffman. Ben, how are you doing?
Rob, it's great to be here, man. Thanks for having me on. I'm doing really well, as you can see. Nice and relaxed while these ladies are working hard.
Oh, I love it. I love it. You've found the perfect spot. Tell the audience like what these ladies can expect in this 2-mile Masters Spa swim.
Yeah, I mean, one of the coolest things about the Master Spas is that it's actually a continuous swim experience, as you're seeing right now. And I think for triathletes, that's really a great feature, right? I mean, we get in the pool and we do these swims, and that's great. That's great training. But oftentimes we don't practice that really continuous swim like we do in a race. So, yeah, being in the water like they are right now, they're getting that burn that you get in a race where you don't get to hold on to the wall at all. So it's definitely a little more intense, and it's I think for triathletes probably something they need to practice more often. So yeah, obviously they're working their way through it right now. I'm a little jealous, I have to admit. You know, the race season's on pause right now, but yeah, I've got a good spot myself. Relaxing is good too.
Yeah, you look like you're struggling in that Masters Spas pool that you're in right now. That recovery is really doing you well.
Yeah, I mean, another feature too of the spa that I really love is that it's a place for my family and I to hang out and just relax too. I mean, hydrotherapy is great for anyone. We've got a whole series of jets in here that you can use to kind of relax and soothe the muscles after a long day of training. And oftentimes I jump in and just do a light shakeout swim and then sit in the jets for a few minutes, and I just feel a ton better than I would if I just went inside and sat down on the couch. So it's a great place to hang out. We're getting 100-degree days now in Tucson, so yeah, it's also nice just to chill out and get some water when it's so warm.
I love it. I love it. Now, is Josie already swimming, getting ready for her first Ironman?
It's funny. We actually had swim lessons planned for her right before this all hit, and we've been putting her in the spa ourselves now and kind of getting her used to the water, and she loves it. So we're training her. However, we posted about this once on Instagram, and Mark Allen had some really strong advice for us, and he said, get her into tennis or golf. So, I think she'll probably grow up seeing me race triathlon, and we'd love to have her be a strong swimmer, but we'll definitely never force the sport on her. She'll have to choose for herself.
So if you had to tell these ladies that are going hard right now in the swim, what would you give what would be your advice for them?
Yeah, I mean, I think, for me, as a professional triathlete, this is what we train to do, is what we love to do. And, I think you have to kind of reframe it and say, this is what you actually want, right? I mean, I think your body is telling you, it's fighting a little bit and saying, oh, I'm struggling, this is hard, whatever else, I want to quit. But deep down, what you really want is you want the struggle, actually, because that's where you learn how to grow. And when you walk away and you succeed and push through, those are obviously the most rewarding moments. So, yeah, I would just encourage them to embrace the suffering.
That you really are embracing the suffering right now, Ben. We love that you were able to come on today. What would you say to all those real mothers of triathlon, including Kelsey, who's behind the camera, and give them that love that they so deserve?
Yeah, I mean, I was fortunate to win in the parent lottery. I've got an awesome mom, and now watching Kelsey, help raise our daughter, it's just a really, really special experience, and it deepens my love for her, and I think it's really incredible, especially these athletes right now that we're watching. I mean, the fact that they're able to balance, training as high-level professional athletes and being incredible mothers as well, it's really, really special. So great role models for their children, and hats off to all the moms out there. You guys are all super special.
Ben, it is so fantastic that we had you on the program today. Please do not pull anything when you get out of the pool, and hopefully we'll see you on the course soon.
I'll make sure not to strain myself. Thanks for having me. So, guys, take care.
Thanks, Ben. All right, back to the action. All right, we're back. That was great to have Ben Hoffman sitting in his pool, relaxing, calm, nothing going on there at all, while these two ladies are doing some fantastic work in their Master Spas pool. We're going to have a discount code coming up here soon for Master Spas, but in the meanwhile, let's have some coupon codes from Ben Hoffman. He's got a Zook coupon discount code at the bottom of the screen. Take advantage of that. We're going to have these throughout the day. This is one of the big things that we're going to have throughout the day, so that all the people that registered, all the people that are joining us are going to get a great deal, especially in this off season, to be able to get your gear for when triathlon comes back or for your training. So why don't we go right now to a special message. We have a lot of shout outs today, but we have a special shout out coming all the way down from Latin America.
Hello everyone, Tony Lugo, la voz de Ironman Latinoamérica, and you're watching the Real Mothers of Triathlon here on TC Endurance. Rini and Meredith, great initiative. Please donate to the CAF. Stay safe, stay fit. Happy Mother's Day. Feliz Dia de las Madres.
We spend a lot of time in Colorado, and there's a lot of pools up there, outdoor pools that close in the wintertime. And, one great thing about the swim spa is that it's a temperature-controlled device that you can basically, get in at any time of year. So you don't have to worry about a pool schedule. It's right here. You just jump in it.
All right, I want to give you a quick update on CAF, our fundraising efforts. You guys are fantastic people. $1,200 is what I'm hearing, Derek. Is that correct? Oh my goodness, that is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Keep it going. We're doing fantastic work. These ladies are working hard in the pool. That's you're gonna I gotta go on my other side. That's Meredith over there. Rinny's in our other pool. Fantastic job. I just want to remind you that Master Spas is actually gonna match up to $5,000 in donations. So I'm asking you, these ladies are asking you for Mother's Day. Let's get some donations going. Keep going. You can go to tzeroendurance.com. I think we're going to check in here with Meredith. If we could get a little tap on Meredith's head. She's swimming good. I don't want to interrupt her, but we might as well. Oh, there she is. I don't think this has ever happened in a race where you've tapped a pro on their head and went to interview them and ask them some questions. We're going to ask you a question. Meredith, I know you can hear it down there. Maybe a shout out. How is the swim going?
It's so much fun, and I'm just relaxing in here, trying to keep up with the jets, you know?
You're doing mighty well. You got some you got the paddles on, you got your Roka cap on. You woke up late, which was okay, but Mac got you up.
Mac got me up. He's upset that I'm in here right now, but he'll be here later.
Well, Meredith, I'm going to let you go back to swimming. I appreciate you stopping in the middle of your swim. We've already raised
What's up with that?
I know. My bad. All right, we'll see you on the bike.
Thank you.
All right, that's the first ever time that you'll ever be able to interrupt a professional swimmer while they're swimming and not have them come after you. Thank God I'm in a remote studio here. Up next, we have some great information from Bob Babbitt. First, we have a motivational video that we think you'll like.